closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, there we go. I think. All right, hey, everybody count. Hey, count. They're going to 50. They're going to 53.
Looking to pass first play is Prescott. Oh, he's got this wide open complete. Well, he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Hey, count. 47. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw right away. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. A 6-yard gain gets him right over the 43. And the Eagles sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go, 46. All right, hey. Here we go, 46. 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Completes it to Douglas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go.
Play action now. Prescott. The passing route complete. That's Douglas. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Yeah, wait.
Kamara is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
That's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Our first carry here from Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Troy Greenlaw in there on the tackle. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Hurts complete and whistled quickly. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now one here, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
What about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together? But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. T.J. Hockenson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Andy Warnow is set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But really figure this out, if they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd down and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Again, it's Kamara. Scratching only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Third and 2. And Prescott is going to change things up here.
Here we go. Hey, 40. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 26.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown. Great effort there. 68 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Giants 7. Jody Sly is set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly putting their heart away, aren't they? Because it looked like everything's going the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing is Hurts. He was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
180, 180.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open day on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants. He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great, set. 180, 180.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he's going to be measured at the 43. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding at a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Looking to throw. That will be incomplete.
Well, smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee you, quietly has told them, you don't want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Covers there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road. So now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
Kill. They're going to kill. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, and a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Like that line, hey. Here we go, 46. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly, and maybe on that range. We all know our coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Samuel. He's got room at the 30. Still going. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel, 64 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Eagles 14.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Mario Douglas on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Yeah, this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's playing the ball downfield as well.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
For an Eagles first down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill, 26. 26.
Prescott. The short one taken in by Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott now. Going right back to Ferguson. And that gets him after a gain of 7 to 47.
Man, the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was no completion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing and communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Douglas. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
26.
Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
27. 26.
Here's Prescott. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For an Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
26.
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
I take it. Here we go, Kim. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Hey, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Throw. Prescott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 21.
Jody Sly set to kick.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're ready to start the intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
He'll look to throw. One that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 34.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They start the drive on the ground. Camaro trying to run inside, but nothing there. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. He'll go down the night before getting this inside the 30.
27 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Yeah, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 10th carry for Camaro. After the broken tackle, they're going to rip this down near the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, here we go. Like, here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Now Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, kill.
They'll look to throw here. He's caught. And he's brought down and up before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
It's a gain of 8.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Back to the ground is Camaro. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Hey, 47. 26.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Dak Prescott had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point on the slot is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Giants 21.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down. And now it's second and long. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to it. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Listen, the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Throwing his Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6. And normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say? Hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went in and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yards to pick up the first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense have other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert when they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jared Wilson,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Eagles are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Giants 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Marcus Jones picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hold for him.
The ball is out. Kamal followed it.
Now who's got it? The Giants.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They're going to look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting in.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing here, Prescott. Completes it to Douglas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Eagles tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up the flags on it, and hopefully they can correct it.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
For the Eagles,
We go 47.
first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, Prescott here to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.